Hey guys, how you doing? So this video I want to talk to you guys about the 2020 schedule, so all the races, events, things that I will be doing that I've put down in this cute little calendar. Isn't it cute? Look at it. So let's take a look. So we had the Citrus Heritage Run, which is a 5K. That happened the first week of January. Did alright. Then we had the Super Warrior 5K. Didn't really stretch very well and didn't do very well on this race. Then we've got February. So February we didn't have any races. It was purely training. Alright, so March. The Avocado 5K. The Hot Chocolate Run, which is a 15K. And then we've got the Awesome 80s 8K. This one, the 15K, is the one I'm most concerned about. So that is what we're currently training for. I just ran 6 miles today, so that's where we're at right now. I still have 3 more to go before I reach the 9 miles that are going to be on this 15K. I don't think this 5 miler is going to be a problem, just because I've already done a 6 mile run, so I think 5 miles we can definitely do. I think it's definitely doable. And then April, what we've got going on is that we've got the Nike half, so that'll be my first half marathon. So I do want to take these 3 days off because I want to attempt to run the whole thing. I don't know that I'll be able to. We may end up walking parts of that, but I think that's okay as long as I make it through. And we'll take a rest day, and then we'll continue training and pick up where we left off and keep going until we reach the San Diego Beach and Bay 5K that we've got on the 18th, and then we'll continue training. And this is travel time, so I'm going to be resting during this time period, and then I have the Magnolia 5K, and then the following day I'll have the Magnolia half marathon. Then the rest of the time I'm just gonna chill out, spend some time with my mom since this is a trip that I'm gonna be taking with her. And then we're back basically on Wednesday of that week. So May comes along, and in May we only have one race, and that is the Laguna Hills Memorial Day 10K. So we're gonna switch over to our cycling training and use running as our cross training, which is why we're lowering the mileage on the races. So yeah, so we'll be training heavily for the California Coast Classic. That won't pop up until October. Then we've got June. So in June, what's gonna happen is I will be going to Atlanta to go see a PLL lacrosse game, well, several games, actually 3 total games, with my younger brothers. They go to UGA, and so I will be visiting them in Athens, and then we're going to be seeing these games in Kennesaw. So we'll continue training, like I said. We'll take a bit of a break, although I'm sure I'll probably be training. My brothers are both pretty active, so I'll definitely use that time to work out with them. And then we'll go to the games in the evening. I come back on a Monday. And then the rest of June is dedicated to training. We don't have any other major events. I don't plan on racing. I just plan on training in June. Then we hit July. Now July is also going to be a heavy training month, but we're also going to have a special event on July 18th. I selected this date a while back just because it was in between the race in Waco and the California Coast Classic ride in October. This is going to be the most productive day of the year. So I got this idea from Beau Miles. He came up with the concept of running a mile every hour for 24 hours. The first hour he'll run 3 miles and then a mile every hour after that, and has a task list that he will refer to, and he'll complete as many tasks as possible in between runs. And so the idea is you're completing a ton of tasks while also running a marathon in a day, but spreading it out so it's more doable. So I can take it a mile at a time. The challenging part about this is going to be the 24-hour aspect. We will be running through the night, and I do need to come up with a list of tasks. So if you have any ideas on things that I can do in between runs, leave them in the comments down below. If you want to look at or watch the video that Beau put up, I will leave that in the description as well. I highly recommend the video. It's really great. It's a lot of fun. I've already shared it with a lot of my friends, so that will be my first marathon if I complete it. I will complete it. All right, then we move on to August. August, don't have any races lined up. Purely training and fundraising, of course, for the California Coast Classic. Then we hit September. So September is when the Lexus Lace Up running series starts. So I will be running a half marathon on the 12th, and then I'll be running a 10K on the 26th. Then, first week of October, we have the California Coast Classic. I will be taking you guys with me on this trip. I won't be able to update you fully, like I won't be able to release vlogs daily on this. I wish I could, but I'm not going to have my editing set up with me. But I will be recording my trip to keep you guys in the loop and produce a video when I get back. The next run that follows this event is the Lace Up Ventura 5K and Beer Fest. So there also is a half marathon and marathon distance for this race, but I will be doing the 5K just because it falls on a Saturday, and that's the same time that the Beer Fest happens. Also, I don't want to run a half marathon right after completing 525 miles down the coast. I'd rather take it easy, do a 5K, and drink some beer with some friends. So if you're interested in doing that, I suggest you sign up for this. I will leave all the links to the races I've signed up for down below so that way you can sign up too. Drop a comment down below if you end up signing up. Alright, moving on. November. So basically all of our major events have passed, and it's really just training for these last couple of races and trying to improve our times. So I'll continue training. Cycling will take a back seat now that the California Coast Classic is done. We'll go back to trying to run longer distance and push our training that way. And cycling will be our cross training in order to keep us ready for next year's ride. So we've got the Mission Inn 10K, and then we've got the Palos Verdes half marathon, also by the Lexus Lace Up running series. This was a really cool run last year, so if you get a chance, I definitely say sign up for it. It does fill up really fast, so I suggest that if you want to do that, sign up now. Then December, we've got the Reindeer run, and I will be doing a half marathon this year. Last year I did the 5K. And then we have a golf course here in the neighborhood. The company that was basically maintaining it went bankrupt, and no one bought it out. So it's basically just been sitting there unmaintained for over a year now, and I want to run it. I want to run the golf course. I'm not quite sure what the distance is, but I've walked the first 9 before. It's hilly. The sidewalks are kind of crap. I mean, everything is overgrown it basically. It's not smooth, it's uneven. It's gonna be kind of like a trail running experience, so I want to run it. I want to run the entire thing, and I want to do that as my last run of the year. So I think I'm just gonna put it on the calendar right now. We're just gonna say that New Year's Eve, I don't think I'll have anything happening during the day, so we're gonna get out bright and early, go run this, and then we'll go into the new year strong. That's what's happening on the 31st. That is the last thing we will do. Also, I'm doing a challenge this year. Here. This is the 2020, so 2020 miles in the year 2020. So that's 5.5 miles a day, or 38.8 miles a week, or 168.3 miles a month. Now, I did not run a whole lot the last couple months, and that's because I'm ramping up my training. I need to be able to run a longer distance. So we've just reached 6 miles. I don't know that I could do 6 miles a day, but I'm thinking if I increase my mileage over time, I may just make up for some of those miles. Now, you can count walking miles, you can count cycling miles. I am deciding not to count cycling miles or walking miles. I want to run 2020 miles in the year of 2020. So I've turned those off on my tracker, which syncs directly with my Apple Watch. I will check in each month with you guys. I kind of don't want to calculate how far behind I am right now, just because I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I really think that it's doable. I really think that it's possible for me to complete. So that's it for me, guys. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see all the videos I post about all these different events, go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when I post those videos. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. Drop them down below in the comments. If you want to sign up for any of these races, again, I will leave those links down below. I will also be leaving a link to my California Coast Classic fundraising page. The goal is to raise $5,500 this year. I would love a donation from you guys, and I know everyone from the foundation, as well as those suffering with arthritis, would love if you donated. The foundation does a great job of allocating those funds to research for a cure, camps for kids with juvenile arthritis, as well as all the many resources that they provide and advocacy groups to go and help those with arthritis. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys in the next one.